Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and welcome to the first update of the Lion Rampant Crusader army. Let's have a look at what we've done so far. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by Lost Ark Games in Stevenage. Check them out in store and online for all your gaming goodies, and on a Wednesday night come and join us for games. This time around I thought I would stick all the figures together and get them all ready for priming. This isn't all the figures. I did get some extra ones. So I've got another unit of dismounted foot knights, and I've got a mounted unit of Turcopoles. It did take a bit of time putting everything together, but I think when you'll see how it goes along, I think it has really worked out as a positive step. I then decided to give everything a prime. So what I've used here is the German dark grey for all the figures that are going to be with black uniforms. So the black uniforms and black shields with red crosses. And the other thing I've decided to do is introduce a ally part of Hospitallers, so a little allied unit. And for those I've painted some of them black and some of them in the Dunkelgelb primer. The primer that I use is the Vallejo Air series, and I brush it on. Decided to do a bit of batch painting, so painted all the metal helmets of the infantry and some of the horses. Painted all the shields with their different coloured crosses. I did make a mistake on the sergeants of the Templars, painted the shields white, and I was going to I don't know why, but it did take a bit of time to go back over them and repaint them black. But I think it really has helped speed wise by doing the block painting on some of these key parts. Decided to do the mounted knights first up and get them sorted, as they were the most complex, I thought, because you've got lots of crosses going across the white barding of the horses. So started on them to get them ready for a stage so they could have a wash and then be highlighted. Whilst working on the mounted knights and waiting for the paints to dry on them, I also started up on a unit of 6 crossbowmen for skirmishers, and I went along the hospitaller line for those. Here's the before and after photos. As you can see, the knight on the left, base coats with a wash, and then I've highlighted to get it up to the final version, and I think it looks quite nice. I've been working out what I'm going to use for basing, and I want them to be able to be used in a number of theatres, so I'll post it at the end. So yeah, mounted knights, a unit of sergeants here for the Templars with the black shields and the red crosses. Yep. Using the black primer and doing a bit of batch painting worked really well to get me along the way. So yeah, mounted knights here as well. Well, mounted sergeants. As you can see, got the black capes, got the black uniform, and the black and red shields. Again, another flags of war banner. For the basing, I went with something that could be used for many different theatres of operations. So from the Holy Lands through to sort of the Mediterranean and into Europe. So I went with the Vallejo Earth Texture Brown Earth, dry brushed it over with Vallejo Dark Sand, and I've used some Wargame Painter, I think they are, the Tufts. So I've gone for some arid ground and some rough ground, mixing them up on the base, and I think they've worked quite well. As the army was going to be 48 points, I decided, as I mentioned earlier, to add in some allies, and I went with the Hospitallers. So the bulk of the force is going to be Crusader Templars, and I'm going to have some dismounted Hospitallers and probably another mounted unit of Knight Hospitallers to throw in. A little bit of skirmishers with those 6-man unit, and 1 unit of sergeants with spears. So it'll give me something like 36 points of Crusaders, Templars, and another 12 of Hospitallers. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification button so you find out when the next one's up. And until the next time, take care.